Greetings, YouTube. I have no idea why this week has been different than other weeks, but I have received an onslaught of the exact same question from so many different people, especially on the Line app. And that question is, Prof, when do you think you should take a certain champion to rank 4? And specifically, what champions would you take to rank 4? Now, I have not done a video like this in a hot minute because, well, it takes a longer time than usual. As most of you know, I like to keep my videos around 5 minutes long, but this will be longer because I want to go through every class, and every time I do this video, it gets a little longer because more champions are in the game. Now, a couple of things off the top. I'm going to try to make this pretty fast in that I'll specify whether or not I think they need to be awakened, but I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that. And then with the newer champions, I don't have most champions as a 5-star that are new. So I'm going off of my colleagues and my subscribers' information, but I could easily be wrong. I think this was the case the last time I talked about Mysterio, who I said I would be fine with at rank 3, and people were like, you got to take him to rank 4 or rank 5. It's a no-brainer. And I listened and thought, well, maybe that's true. I, until recently, didn't have him. Although, last night, at the time of recording this, I got a 6-star for 300 units out of a featured Cavalier Crystal, which totally made my birthday so exciting. Okay, so even though we are talking about 5 stars, I have more champions as 4 stars than 5 stars. So obviously when I go through and talk about 4 stars, because that will trigger my brain more, just know obviously there's just certain champions like Wolverine and Scarlet Witch that don't apply because they still somehow are 4 stars, and that's it. Scarlet Witch, I guess, literally breaks the game if you are a SIG 200 5-star Scarlet Witch, or so we've been told. So unfortunately, that is always going to be a dream. But for now, let's talk about it. 5 stars to rank 4. Now, even though I've got my bae here, Quake, at rank 5, I think you could still do most damage with her at rank 4. So Quake does not need to be awakened to take to rank 4, and I really think that is a smart move. Now, besides that, Thing, same thing, literally. But let me give you a quick tip, internet phrases. If you aren't planning on using this champion every day, whether that be in Alliance War on defense, Alliance War on offense, Alliance Quest, or regular questing, and you have a small amount of resources, because let's face it, the reason why this is such an important question is because of the 4 Tier 2 Alpha Catalysts. That's why so many people don't want to screw up, because those things are still very rare, especially if you're not Cavalier yet, because now if you're Cavalier, you get 1 Tier 2 Alpha for free every month just for logging in. It's one of the greatest pro player moves of the last year that Kabam has done for us. But regardless, you don't want to screw up. You don't want to make the mistake. So I would say Quake, Thing. I would actually hold off on Gladiator Hulk. I think rank 3 is where I would put him. Some people disagree. I get that. Human Torch, also, I would take up. Captain America Infinity War, only if awakened. Void, only if awakened. And then I'm going to throw a little curveball in there. One of the best champions that I have used, and he was amazing at rank 4, but he's insane at rank 5, is Red Hulk. He is my honorable mention of this class. Besides those champions, I would go ahead and steer clear. Invisible Woman looks solid, but not before any of them. She-Hulk, I should say, also is worth mentioning, because for the people who use her every day, I've seen absolutely insane damage. I don't use her, so it's hard for me to specify that, but I shouldn't leave her out. All right, let's go to the science class. Blade, rank 4, no-brainer, even unawakened. Nick Fury, if awakened, rank 4 for sure. Aegon, if awakened, higher the SIG the better, and you plan on using him in content. Aegon's one of those people that if you don't plan on doing like Labyrinth or Abyss, you can take to rank 4 or rank 5 and just never use. So I caution people who choose to take up, say, Aegon, because one of the most common questions I get, Aegon, Blade, or Nick Fury. And usually I lean toward Blade or Nick Fury, especially if Nick Fury's awakened, because I just feel like people will use them more on a daily basis. Besides that, scrolling down, haven't used Squirrel Girl, haven't used Mole Man. They could be amazing, but I don't have the data to back that up. Honorable mention to Massacre. And, my Gwenpool's at rank 3, and I think she used to be like a top 5 skill champ. I wouldn't put her in that category anymore. So, mainly those champions I just named. Now we're moving on for brevity to the Mutant class. Believe it or not, I think Archangel Awakened is still a great rank 4 option, and I've had some people message me who said, Prof, I know you say rank 4 is fine, but I took him to rank 5, kind of like Quake, and it's even more fun to play. Tip number 2, if there's a champion that you love to fight with and you use them every day and they're your favorite champion, screw my advice, screw everybody's advice, take up the champion you love. At the end of the day, this game is about fun. If you're having fun with a champion, even if they're not the most popular champion, then do it. Sweeta tells me all the time, Prof, I love my Kamala Khan. I kill content with Kamala Khan. And so, that's just a perfect example of why, your opinion matters the most to you and your roster. At the end of the day, it's all about fun. Iceman, I think, is still a great rank 4 option, especially Awakened. X23, I have mine at rank 4. Probably would do just fine at rank 3. Omega Red, if Awakened, and if you're going to use Suicides, particularly, absolute rank 4 beast. Namor, I've still been told, even though this is my best Namor, that he works really well. If you're going to use him every day, if he's Awakened, particularly, take him up. Sunspot, I don't believe needs to be Awakened, and yet it's a rank 4 killer. Emma, I'd actually hold off at rank 3, but some people swear by her too. Colossus, now that he has been buffed, is a great choice if you use him every day. But I know a lot of people that took up their Colossus and don't use him. So you've just got to ask yourself, how often will I use this champion? Domino is a straight killer and does not need to be Awakened. Rank 4 material, absolutely. Everyone below that, I say, heck no. Even my other favorite original champion, Storm, especially Awakened. We're moving on. We're halfway through already. All right, let's go to this very improved Cosmic class the last couple years. So, Medusa, if Awakened, I say yes. Hyperion, I still think is my favorite well-rounded champion. It's just a perfect champion. Everything about this champion was designed well. And so, even on Awakened, rank 4, absolutely. Corvus, rank 4, absolutely. Venom, same. Captain Marvel movie, particularly if Awakened. Venom the Duck is one of those champions that I know a lot of people have him at rank 4, but I don't think they use him anymore. So if you use him, sure. But if not, keep him at rank 3. The aforementioned Sweeta, Satan herself, Kamala Khan. And that is it for the Cosmic class. Now let's go to the Tech class. Warlock. Oh my goodness. Ever since I got this guy, he is so much fun to play with. I feel like everything I enjoy about Void, he is, and then some. So Warlock, I know I use this phrase a lot, no-brainer to rank 4. Same with Stark Spidey. Obviously, if you've got a 5-star vision, you purchase that vision, and he really needs to be Awakened at a high sig to be considered for rank 4. Otherwise, forget about it. I think Guillotine 2099 is one of those champions I get asked about a lot, and actually Darkhawk too. I would say for this trio of Mysterio, Darkhawk, and Guillotine 2099, I'm going to say the same thing for. If you use them every day, take them up. If you don't, keep them at rank 3. Sentinel, I actually would give more favor to because with Sentinel's size in particular, he is becoming more and more valuable with the immunities, and I still think there is so much content that Sentinel just destroys. Very underrated champion. Ghost, learner, enjoyer, does not need to be Awakened, rank 4 for sure. Star-Lord, if Awakened, beast mode. I still love Star-Lord. Somehow I feel like he went from a little bit overrated to underrated because of time. And last but not least, we are at the Mystic class. Doctor Doom and Ghost Rider headline this at the top. I love both those champs so much, and there are so many great Doctor Doom players out there that teach me something about Doctor Doom every day that I watch videos. So Doom, for sure, rank 4. Ghost Rider as well. Wish we could say that about Scarlet Witch, but we got to move on to Black Widow Clairvoyant. This is one of my Map 5 Alliance Quest Slayers this year. Such a great champion. Love her. Take her up to rank 4. We are scrolling down. Morningstar is my honorable mention of this class. She just continues to gain value. I have been wrong a lot on my channel throughout the years, and I am not afraid to admit that. But I think one of my biggest failures, among many, is my underestimation of Morningstar. I have so many people throughout the years who have sent me just the most amazing Morningstar gameplay, and I think to myself, wow, you really missed that one, Prof. Symbiote Supreme, solid champion, does not need to be awakened, particularly if you have a lot of points in Mystic Dispersion. Think about taking him to rank 4. And then beyond that, Magic for sure deserves rank 4 consideration. Still one of the best power control champions in the game. And Longshot, even though it's a long shot as to whether or not I know how to use him, he is another champion that I've seen insane damage on. If you use him every day, seems like a great option, even unawakened at rank 4. So, I know I went super fast. I thought this would be a 15-minute video. Thankfully, we made it in 11 minutes. Obviously, because I went fast, I overlooked quite a few champions, and that's where the comment section comes in. But either way, for everybody who've asked about this, I hope that this video helps you get some idea of what to do. In the end, remember, this is a game. These resources are important, but if you really love a champion that you use every day, go for it. Speaking of which, I know somebody that took Thor Jane Foster recently to rank 4 and loves her. So, you just never know. It's all about your preference. Have fun. Play with the champions that you enjoy. If some champion is OP but you don't get it, or you're never going to use them, ignore the advice. At the end of the day, it's about your happiness, especially during the times we live in right now. So please keep that in mind. And thanks for watching.